fun match. He's a great friend. It was awesome to catch up with him a bit. I'm much this year, but so always to beat him. I think he's beat me a couple times in this, so I finally got one.
Nice.
Matt, Matt, he's the section player of the year.
Sure.
Last year, and he's awesome, and he was putting great, and when he puts good, he usually wins. But he ended up making a couple mistakes, kind of let me back in it, and I happened to birdie 17 and take a one-shot lead and came out on top. But he could have very easily won. I mean, like a lot of those matches, like I go off 3 or 4 of them easily, and it just ends up going your way. I think I was really patient and just kept playing and tried to keep hitting fairways and greens and just see what would happen. I made a lot of mistakes this week. I 3-putted a lot, but I just didn't let it bother me and just kept trying, so I was able to come out on top.
Boy, there's a lot of wisdom and instruction in that, to just keep trying. That's got to. Will that be something you take in your teaching to your students?
Yeah, definitely. Like the high school players, who, they have a bad hole and it drains their energy, and that's the one thing that I did good. Like sometimes I let that drain my energy, and when you're out there all day, if you start letting your energy go down, it could be 3 or 4 holes before you get it back. So
good point.
Definitely a good. Yeah, a lot of the high school kids, I've talked to some lately where, they're just trying to, we've talked about this already, and they're trying to play hole by hole and that. So, like, definitely can't match play is a good example of that, though, because you can't, it's one hole, so, like, let it go. But why don't we do that in stroke play? So, yeah, it's definitely a good learning experience for my students, for sure.
Well, the thing we learned is something we already knew, and that's that you're a heck of a player. It's really cool to see you get this, man.
Yeah, I'm lucky to get it done. Again, it's one I wanted bad and wasn't able to get done, and so it's exciting. Hopefully, it'll lead to some bigger and better things. But I'm sure going to enjoy this one.
All right. He's sure going to enjoy it as for sure, right?
I like hearing kind of his feeling about the trophy with his dad's name on it, and just kind of Joe's really funny.
Absolutely, he is. He has a real good sense of humor. Yeah. Kind of laconic about it, and
I kind of like the whole, like that he has to. His big thing is to beat the young guys. Yeah. I like that. I like that he still has that fight in him.
Absolutely, that is one of the things that you like to see. That is it's just kind of really cool the way that works. But
yeah,
what a great player,
and he did such a great job. What a great reward for him.
Yeah, absolutely it is, and he's been playing so well this year. He won the Senior Open in Arizona, brought that trophy back to Utah, and now wins the match play championship for the section. So really terrific stuff.
He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere.
That is well said. He is not going anywhere. All right. Well, we got to take a break. When we come back on the other side, we're going to do a little things and stuff. You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network.
Coming up on July 11th at Granary Live, don't miss Muscadine Bloodline. Get tickets at GranaryLive.com. Utah, mark your calendars now for the Granary Live Concert Series. Experience live outdoor concerts in the heart of downtown Salt Lake, featuring Muscadine Bloodline, July 11th.
Guess you really love me to pieces for a reason.
Get the full lineup and purchase tickets at GranaryLive.com. Powered by Nightingale College and Murdoch Hyundai, Utah's #1 Hyundai dealer.
I'm Alonzo Mourning, and I am teaming up with the American Kidney Fund to share an important message with you about APOL1-mediated kidney disease, or AMKD. AMKD is a serious form of genetic kidney disease that affects people of African ancestry. It may eventually lead to kidney failure, so it's important to detect it early. Be APOL1 aware and learn more at kidneyfund.org/AMKD.
A message from the American Kidney Fund.
Everything's a little better when it's super. Heroes, markets, sized, and of course, checks. A super check gives you an in-depth review of your current insurance coverage with a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent, no matter who your insurance provider is. That's super cool. Talk to a Farm Bureau agent to make sure you're properly covered at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
GolfGlenmore.com. That's where you can make tee times, find information on men's, ladies, indoor and outdoor league play, junior golf programs, and check out Glenmore's new state-of-the-art indoor golf facility featuring TrackMan. Glenmore Golf Club welcomes players at every level. Golf instruction, driving range, indoor TrackMan. Glenmore Golf Club is a gorgeous 18-hole golf course nestled in South Jordan at 9800 South, 4800 West. Call 801-280-1742 and golfglenmore.com. Roosters Brewing Co. is celebrating 30 years this summer, throwing it back to 1995 and historic 25th Street where it all began. Roosters now has 2 family-friendly brew pub locations as well as a 21-plus tap room in Ogden. Try their summer seasonals, including Hibiscus Sour or one of their originals, Tubit Amber, on a special anniversary run this summer. Fresh food pairings and throwbacks to the original menu are being featured all summer long. Cheers to 30 years, and find their Utah local hyper-independent brews at a store near you.
To every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports, we want to say, we see you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play with them.
So thank you for investing your time in us.
Thank you for protecting the integrity of the game, no matter what.
We hope you always know how much we appreciate you.
Because without you, this is just recess. It's not really a game.
Thank you for always making it possible for us to play the sport we love.
To serve the students in your community, sign up to become an official in Utah at high school.
Verizon, we have some big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. That's future you peace of mind. And everyone can save on a brand new phone My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
Miss something from the Sean O'Connell Show? No worries. Just visit ESPN700sports.com or search the Sean O'Connell Show wherever you get great podcasts.
I'm doing stuff. Things.
Utah Golf Radio coming back at you from Glenmore, where we are here for the UGA Junior State Am. Balls are in the air. The girls went down earlier today. The boys have been following them. There's a couple of boys groups that are already heading out. An 18 determine the match play fields, 32 for the boys, 16 for the girls. The match play will start on Monday. We are coming to media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Junior Golf Association, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, and First Tee Utah. Paul and Jan with you today. This first hour of the show is presented by Salt Lake City Golf at slcgolf.com or the Salt Lake City Golf app, which you can use either the website or the app to get tee times.
Make your tee times.
Any of the great Salt Lake City golf courses. And we are powered, as always, by T-Box. Check them out at tbx.golf, the best URL in the game, which is only appropriate for this incredibly cool facility and organization that has cracked the code on the whole golfer experience. clubs, coaching, and community at T-Box with a new facility in Riverton.
Yes, we just saw Carly.
Carly Hurst was just walking by here. What was she doing?
I think she might be here for Junior State Am stuff, but
okay, well, whatever it is.
Or she was carrying somebody else's club, so I don't know if she's here with somebody.
Well, whatever it is, maybe one of the kids she coaches.
Yeah.
She was down getting them ready. We are joined now by Shane Jewett from Uinta Golf. We do love finding out what's happening at Uinta Golf. Shane, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys.
So love to have a chance to talk with you always, Shane. And there is something really interesting, I think, that goes on with the golf world every year, and that is that Father's Day is a big deal in the golf business, maybe more so than Christmas. If I got that correct?
You know what? You are exactly right.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely busier Father's Day week. Busier the week before Father's Day than the week before Christmas.
Amazing to me. That is so interesting.
It's not surprising. Shane?
Yes.
Okay, I thought that we lost you there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that's just so fascinating that Father's Day is such a big deal. Tell us what's going on at Uinta. What's been happening in the Father's Day rush?
So some of the things that are going on right now, we got some good deals. Right now you can get Srixon golf balls. Buy 2 dozen, you get 1 free.
Oh.
So that's going to go through, the weekend. Titleist True Feel double dozen box, so you get 2 dozen for $39. So some great deals on golf balls. And really the best deal is if you buy any Callaway iron. Well, I guess I should say Callaway Iron Elite, Apex, or the Reva. You get 10% off. But then also, if you've got any old clubs that you want to trade in, you get a 50% trade bump on it as well. You would get, like, say you traded in some irons for a couple $100, you get $100 more for the trade, and then you would get 10% off the irons on top of that, which usually we don't stack stuff like that. That's for Kohl's. But yeah, we don't do that as much. But when we do it, it's a great deal. So
can I just say I would so much rather go to Uinta Golf than Kohl's.
Yes. Shane, I have a question. I'm kind of curious. So the bulk of your shoppers, the week before Father's Day, are they men or women?
A little of both. I would say back years ago, it was definitely a lot of women.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's a little more equal. I just feel like a lot of people shop online.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of that, but
but golf stuff you want to buy in person. It's hard to buy golf stuff online.
Yeah, you want to like touchy feel and try it and all that, right?
Yeah,
so it's a little bit different. So yeah, you get a little of both nowadays. Where I feel like 20 years ago or 10 years ago, it was definitely more women.
Mm-hmm.
But we would love to have both. So, come down and try some of the stuff and see if you like it. And then you can take it home for Father's Day.
Yep.
What has been moving? When people are shopping for the fathers in their lives, what's been hot off the shelves this year?
So I'll give you the hottest thing I had within the last 2 weeks here. The new Spider putters that came out.
Yep, we heard about those from Cameron last week.
I'll give you an idea. We had 15 putters come in, and they were gone the day I got them.
Wow.
Like I put them out, and that day they were all gone. So crazy how fast those went.
Yeah, I've actually been looking. I can't find one.
Cameron said you were going to get some more in. You were getting more in, like 30?
We'll probably be getting more in, but I bet it's still going to be another July, August, somewhere in there. Yeah.
Now, when you say you got, you got 15, do you get 15 for all the Uinta Golfs or just your store?
That was just my store.
Okay, so they're probably all gone at the other stores too.
Salt Lake probably had the same, and Riverdale probably had the same. And so a lot of putters went out that day.
Wow. Got to check out that putter.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. So, and then as far as other stuff, I feel like it's a pretty even mix throughout the bag between the big four vendors, right? Like they've all got products out right now. And so all of them, I feel like, are doing very strong. And yeah, you're seeing a lot of new golfers still. Everybody thinks that we just saw a lot of new golfers from COVID, but even now, what is it, 5 years later, 4 years later, whatever it is, we're still seeing a lot of new golfers, which is awesome. And a lot of women golfers. Janet, as you know.
Yes, I do. Go girls.
Leagues and stuff going. Yeah, I mean, lots of women. So come down and we'll get you, fit up and make sure we get you into the right stuff.
And you guys are so good, Shane. You guys take such good care of us girls. Whenever we walk in there, we always feel welcome and we always feel serviced. And thank you for that. We appreciate it very much.
Awesome. I try to make sure my guys do that. And if they don't, make sure you find me. If you come in and you feel like that doesn't happen, ask for me and I'll make sure it does happen, because that should not be happening.
It does happen very well at your store, and your employees do a great job. Your staff is great.
Thanks.
All right. Well, we Shane, we really appreciate you joining us. It's so interesting to hear about what's happening for Father's Day. I think that's fascinating. But also, before we cut you loose, we want to say it is so good to have you back with us. You've had some health challenges and back on your feet, kicking butt and taking names, right?
Yes, I am back. I had to go in for a little open heart surgery, which was out of the blue, but everything went great and I'm feeling great. And it's been maybe 10 weeks since it happened, but I'm feeling awesome. So yeah, doing really good. So thank you.
All right. So good. All right. That is Shane Jewett from Uinta Golf. Oh gosh, Jen, it is. It's good to have Shane back.
It is.
And Father's Day, a big deal in the golf industry.
It is.
Bigger than Christmas.
Yeah, that's just seems like a no-brainer. But yeah, I do think that there are a lot of men shopping, I think too, because I mean, guys know what guys want. So it's easier sometimes for the husband to go get the dad the gift.
Maybe so. All right. Well, we got to take a break. When we come back, we've got Daniel Summerhays.
Yes.
You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network.
We are down to the final round of both the NBA and Stanley Cup playoffs. And there's only one place in Utah where you can hear both. That's right here on ESPN 700 and 92.1 FM. As the battle for Lord Stanley's Cup and Larry O'Brien's trophy rages on for the next 2 weeks, we'll have every game right here nightly. Your home of the NBA and NHL postseasons in Utah is right here on Utah's #1 sports talk, ESPN 700 and 92.1 FM. You're listening to the home of the University of Utah, KALL North Salt Lake, KXRK HD3, ESPN 700 and 92.1 FM.
Come with me to Talon's Cove. You'll love this place, the host of several professional and amateur championships. It's a beautiful link-style course on the shores of Utah Lake. It's fun, fair, and challenging. It's also the perfect place for your event, banquet, or wedding, with all the facilities to make your day special and get that perfect picture. To learn more, call Corrine at 801-407-3030. That's 801-407-3030, or go to talonscove.com.
Experience the beauty of choosing beyond today. Premium home siding from CamCloud is meticulously designed to bring your vision of the perfect home to life. With materials inspired by nature that do not take from nature, siding that is beautiful and sustainable is now available in Salt Lake City. Because your choice today impacts the generations of tomorrow. Choose beyond today. Choose CamCloud. Visit CamCloud, ChamClad.com.
Celebrate Father's Day this year at Uinta Golf by Worldwide Golf. Help Dad crush it with tailor-made golf balls. TP5 and TP5X are now 2 dozen for $95, and Speed Softs are 2 dozen for $45. Need ideas this Father's Day? We have gift cards and our online gift guide at worldwidegolf.com. Trusted by golfers since 1971 and home to the legendary 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. You went to golf by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
Finding the Pure Life Medical team has been a tremendous blessing in my life.
Only you know your body.
The clinic has so many awesome services.
And Pure Life Medical is a critical tool you can use to revitalize your health. From weight loss to hormone therapy to revolutionary stem cell therapy, from chronic pain. Pure Life Medical is your partner for your wellness journey. Today is day one. Mention you heard this ad and get a free consultation with the experts at Pure Life Medical today.
Does your car or truck need repairs? Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center.
Fixing a car is always expensive, and so is the normal maintenance. Brakes, oil change, cracked windshield, transmission issues. The list is long, and Don'tBeBroke.com can help. At Dollar Loan Center, you can get a signature loan up to $5,000, and you only pay interest for the time you have the loan out. New customers always enjoy 1 week of free interest on your first loan. Stop by one of our 60 locations. Apply over the phone with a real person or online at don'tbebroke.com from the comfort of your smartphone.
Dollar Loan Center. Dollar Loan Center.
Dollar Loan Center has you covered.
Approval limitations may apply. See website for details.
Hey, it's Dan Patrick. Catch me mornings from 7 to 11 right here on ESPN 700, 92.1 FM, and Utah's ESPN radio network.
You're listening to Paul and Jan on Utah Golf Radio.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. That means Utah Golf Radio coming to you live today from Glenmore Golf Club, where we are here celebrating the Utah Golf Association Junior State Am. Balls are in the air in this match play event with stroke play qualifying, which will complete next week with both a boys champion and a girls champion. We are coming to you in partnership with Utah's leading golf associations, the Utah Golf Association, the Utah Section PGA, Fairways Media, the Utah Golf Foundation, the Utah Golf Course Superintendents Association, the Utah Junior Golf Association, and First Tee Utah. Paul and Jan with you today. The second hour of the show is presented by Mountainland Power Equipment. Check them out at mountainlandpowerequipment.com. And for all of the stuff you need to get your jobs done this summer, we know you need power equipment to make it happen. Mountainland Power Equipment is the place. We are powered, as always, by T-Box, tbx.golf. And check them out where they have cracked the code on the whole golfer experience at T-Box, and a new facility in Riverton, which is really cool.
Yes.
We are joined now by one of the greats of the Utah game. Glad to talk with you. Danny, we've got to start by checking in with you, my friend. You've been recovering from surgery. How's the health? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. You know, it's been a long road. It's been one of the steepest mountains I've had to climb, but I've learned a lot, and I'm excited to get back healthy. I actually played the U.S. Open sectional last Monday down in California, and I walked all 36 holes.
Whoa.
And felt pretty good. And so I'm hoping to be able to move my playing time frame up to the week after the 4th of July at the Corn Ferry event in Colorado.
Wow. Okay. That is really good news. I've thought about you. I've been a little worried and wondering about you, about how 36 holes in one day would work for you. Did you have any ill effects coming out of it? Was your body saying, whoa, hold on there, cowboy?
You know, I played with a couple of college golfers, and they were on that second 18. They were stretching more than I was, you know. I felt like for any player getting through 36 holes, it was probably pretty normal how I was feeling after. So I'm very optimistic about the recovery. I'm optimistic about my strength. I'm optimistic about my game. So I think, when I start playing again, my mind has never left the game this time. When I tried to quote unquote fire back in 2020, my mind had left the game as far as competition and things like that. And so it took some build up time again to get back into it. But I really feel like I'm going to hop back in and have some good success early on.
What's your status situation with the Korn Ferry?
So I have guaranteed. I finished 39th on the points list last year, which was full status.
Right.
So they basically give me a major medical exemption.
Okay.
Which guarantees me 22 starts, which is a full Korn Ferry season without the playoff. So whatever I play this year, let's say I play 5 events, 6 events, that you'll just subtract that balance from the 22. So 2026 Korn Ferry Tour season will still be a full season with at least, again, depending how deep I go into the playoffs this year, I'll play anywhere from 4 to 8 events. So next year I'll have between 14 to 18 tournaments. And I am exempt in the final stage of Q School in December.
Okay.
Based off of my finish last year's season. So I've got some nice chunks of time to work, to rehab, to practice, to play. So it'll be a good summer, fall, winter.
All right. Because it's all about me and what I want to do. I want to see you play, Danny. Are you gonna peg it at the Ogden Country Club for the Korn Ferry, the Utah Championship on the Korn Ferry Tour?
I would say I'm I don't want to guarantee anything. There's no guarantees, but I'd say I'm a 98% chance of playing there.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Should be, like I said, I should be ready to go by Colorado, which is the week after the 4th of July. I am signed up currently for the Provo Open just as a
nice
to go play.
Uh-huh.
So far things are looking like I'll be able to play there and get some good practice rounds there and then start up in Colorado and then be ready for the Utah Championship.
Wow. I'm really glad to hear that. Is there a very big physical therapy component to you coming off this surgery? What's that element like for you?
I would say my life has been consumed with physical therapy the last 5 months.
Okay.
So yeah, it's been in and out of doctor's offices, in and out of Rhodes Physical Therapy in Farmington. I'm good friends with John Rhodes. And
yeah.
I think most of Utah golf knows John. And,
sure.
And so I started working with a trainer actually at the Tee Box, Mitch Cook. And probably 20 sessions in with him. And then I've been working with another guy up in Ogden, Sean Wayne, who's great with soft tissue work. And so it's been a rehab, golf, sleep, repeat, rehab, golf, sleep, repeat, pretty much. So it's been good.
Okay, that sounds like a good life, actually. I'm so glad to hear you're healthy again. I get that. Maybe at this particular moment, some unanswered questions, but gosh, it's so good to hear that your trajectory is upward and toward health. I'm just very, very happy for that, Danny. Congratulations. That's terrific.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thanks.
Also,
I've been working on building back the speed and my swing, and it's pretty close to where I was last summer already. So I feel like I'll just get to that point again and just keep getting stronger without a broken back. So it'll be good.
There's that.
Without a broken back, that's actually a good thing. Yeah. I'm all in on that, Jan.
I am too.
Yeah, let's have Danny not have a broken back. Oh my gosh. Well, so now you Numbs.
So club speed with the driver, I've got about 114 right now.
Okay.
With the drive, club head speed 170, 171 ball speed.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm working with Ping right now to soup up a driver a little bit, go with the full 46-inch shaft and
wow,
a little lower loft in the G440 LST.
Okay.
And that driver is an auto 2 to 3 club head speed faster and 4 or 5 ball speed faster. And so, but and it's just a little loose. So we're working with a couple different Ventus versions and just how we tip it to make it feel like I can still manage it. So, but overall, if I can get to that 175 ball speed, it will be I won't be at a disadvantage. We'll say I won't necessarily be the longest out there, but it won't be a part of my game that I feel like are superior is a strong word, but maybe more experienced and refined can kind of take over and shine.
Well, if you're not comfortable going with it, I sure am. I'm going to go with superior. You are absolutely a superior putter. There's so many stories, legend about that with Danny Summerhays as a putter, and your short game so good. And you've always made such a strong move through the ball, such a strong turn, and strong is the operative word here. You are strong and athletic in your body. Is your back holding up to that? It sounds like it is, but am I right?
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm trying to push myself most every day. I have to dig the Summerhays underdog fighter out of me sometimes and say, hey, that's probably enough today. That's probably enough, because I'll usually typically overwork and then I can't move the next day. But
yeah, I get it. I get it.
My whole life.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I've been really happy with how day after day I've been able to be in the gym. I've been able to be on the range, on the course, and wake up the next day and feel like I can go do it again. So that's a big deal that I really haven't experienced a lot in my life, especially after a long day of hitting balls or working out, things like that.
Very cool. All right. A couple other things that I want to touch base with you about. You are working with Patrick Fishburn now, coaching him. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's been a great privilege, honestly, to just try and help Patrick out on a few things here and there. To be honest, he is so independent. He is so good and talented and intelligent that he can do most everything by himself. And it's been amazing to watch him, how he'll take even just one little piece of advice from me, whether it's from the bunkers or short game or putting, driving, mentally, course management, and he'll make a note, and he's got probably this journal of golf notes that's pretty amazing. He refers back to it. He goes over it. He works on it. He likes having time to do things. And I've just been so impressed with how he goes about his business and how he goes about his work. He's very professional. And so he's honestly like the perfect person that in my situation in life right now, I probably couldn't work with anybody else, because he literally, he doesn't need me.
Okay.
That's kind of how I feel as far as the time wise. We probably get together 4, 5, 6 times a year over the last 4 or 5 years, and he just runs with what we're working on and improves upon it. And when he feels like he needs a little checkup or questions answered, then he reaches back out. But honestly, he's not needy at all, which while playing, I couldn't necessarily help out anybody who needed attention every week or month or things like that. So he's the perfect guy for me to potentially be able to help out, and was able to go out to Quail Hollow with him and enjoy his first major championship experience there. just love Patrick so much, and I'm excited to see all the amazing things he's going to do in the game.
That is so cool. And, he is an amazing and rare player and athlete. But boy, howdy, what a great advantage to have your experience and your eyes on his game. I'm thrilled for him that he gets to work with you. While we've got you on the phone, it is U.S. Open week. They are at Oakmont, and my mind goes back to 2016 immediately. And your top 10 finish there. You finished T8 in the U.S. Open. And I'm so interested in your thoughts as you watch this U.S. Open on this golf course, knowing what you did there. Tell us about that.
It's going back to that story. I wasn't even supposed to, I was supposed to be there, but I was Tuesday morning after the longest day of golf, the 36-hole qualifier at the Columbus sectional site. There were 6 of us tied, and there were 5 spots. And I'm thinking that is players for 5 spots. There is no way I'm going to be left out of that. One of those players was 19-year-old Scotty Scheffler.
Oh.
I'm thinking, well, I've got a junior golfer. I've got a couple local AMs playing here. Like, I'm a lock for one of these 5 spots. Anyway, I end up being the one guy out in the playoffs.
Oh, geez. Okay.
That year in 2016. And I remember just sitting in the car after the playoffs Tuesday morning, just like, what just happened? How did that happen? When I just thought I was the lock in there, maybe I just thought it was going to be too easy. I don't know. But, so I ended up going on an alternate list, wondering if I was even going to get into that U.S. Open.
Wow.
Fortunately, I was able to get in because I was at the Columbus sectional is typically the most difficult, and so they are kind of priority on that alternate list.
Uh-huh.
I ended up getting in to the tournament, and I have so many great memories of practice rounds with my kids walking the fairways and Patton rolling around in the rough. He was probably, he was only 7 years old at the time, and could barely see his body if he laid down in the rough.
Heck with a lost ball. What about a lost kid, huh?
The lost kid in the rough. My brother Boyd was helping coaching me at the time, and we have some amazing pictures and some memories of the practice rounds prepping for the tournament. And then going in, I was feeling confident in my game. I was driving the ball really well, but Oakmont can make anybody who's start to pucker a little bit. But fortunately, I was able to drive it well all week. The first round, I actually got off to a good start. I was 1 under through 5 or 6 holes, and then I bogeyed. I think it's that stretch of 7, 8, 9, 10. The second round, I had probably the greatest golf I've ever played. I shot 30 on the back 9 at Oakmont on Friday and shot 65.
Yeah. Everybody was blubbering about Sam Burns. I've this going, whatever. Dan did that.
Yeah, I mean, and who knows? The course, with some of the kind of the enhancements and things, it could be a little tougher. I don't know, but a little tough. I look back through. I think me and Shane Lowry were we shot 65 in the third round to take the lead going into the final round. I shot 65, and then there were a couple similar, honestly, to what it's like this year. But that golf course is so difficult. It's so severe, and that round is a memory I'll never forget. For sure.
Yeah.
And picking up, I finished Sunday. I was paired with him for a 15 early Sunday morning, and I drove it right up on the ground 17. Made about a 55-footer for.
Favorite stories ever. You're 2 on 17. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, and just having some early mornings out there. I think Todd Miller was out there with some of his friends, Kimball Smith and Branchley, they were supporting and one eagle putt. You can kind of the top of their lungs, smile thinking about it. From Utah out there supporting me, and and then I think I was in 5th place in the waiting heat time, and I could not get my. It was just crazy. I tried listening to like my beta wave white noise, trying to breathe everything, and my heart pumping out of my chest still. So that's what Oakmont and the U.S. Open will do. I think that weekend kind of shaved off a few years of my life, but trying to build back.
Well, that's an amazing accomplishment, and holy cow, Danny, I am just so glad that you are healthy and strong and back, and just cannot wait to see what comes next for you. It really great stuff, and it's terrific to catch up with you. Thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for you guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That is.
Remember every detail. You can remember the smell of the grass, the way the wind was blowing. I mean, do you not remember like those pinnacle moments of an eagle or something? You remember every minute of it. Yeah. Well, I've never eagled 17 at Oakmont. No, I mean, but
holy cow.
Yeah, but
you're so right.
Yeah, it's just every essence of the memory you remember.
Yeah, it is.
It's so cool. Absolutely. It's so good to catch up with you.
Absolutely. All right, real quick, we need to talk about somebody who needs some relief.
Yep.
I'm just trying to do my best.
I need some relief, brought to us by Duro Health. I've been going to Duro Health lately, been working with the spine dog himself, Randy Zubrio. And holy cow, I feel better. I'm moving better.
I feel terrible because I haven't gone for a few weeks. I was going for like 6 straight weeks and much stronger and everything. So definitely love the Duro Health.
Duro Health, so cool. Check them out at durohealth.com. I'll tell you who needs some relief, Jan. Everybody in the field at the U.S. Open.
It's been rough.
I love the U.S. Open. I've never been there, but I've read so much, watched so much about it. I want to go. It's a mecca bucket list thing I want to do. I want to go to Oakmont, but I love Oakmont just from afar. And the U.S. Open at Oakmont doesn't get better than this. This is the pinnacle right here.
But it's playing hard.
So hard. That's the point.
Look at these scores we're looking at. I mean, we're used to seeing 12, 13, 14, and it's not.
Leader sits at -3 right now.
Yeah.
Now they got rain last night.
They did.
So it changes. It'll make things softer.
Yeah.
It'll bring scores down. Until it rained last night, my point was, give somebody even par Sunday night, and I'll bet they'd take it.
Yep.
But with the rain,
I'm just going to make it a little softer.
It'll be a little softer.
Yeah.
All right. We got to talk about somebody on a Sizz. On a Sizz, brought to us by Next Level Golf. Check them out at nextlevelgolf.com. Not who's on a Sizz, but what's on a Sizz? Oakmont.
Yes. Well, I actually learned club select, and I know you laugh, but it's actually one of my favorite courses to play is Oakmont.
That makes total sense to me. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back on the other side, we're going to be joined by Utah Golf Hall of Famer Guy Yoakum, and we will revisit the 1973 U.S. Open and Johnny Miller's iconic 63. When we come back on the other side, listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box and the Rocky Mountain Golf.
Monster Jam World Finals comes to Salt Lake City for the first time this July 4th weekend. Brought to you by the Utah Sports Commission. Experience all the skills, thrills, and wow moments that only happen at Monster Jam World Finals, July 4th and 5th at Rice Eccles Stadium. Get more information and your tickets at monsterjam.com.
Just in, the NFL schedule has dropped, and you know what that means. It's go time. Adam Schefter here with the Insider Tip. If you're trying to catch your team live this season, Vivid Seats is the move. For the best selection of games and seats, it's time to snap your tickets up now. Vivid Seats has great deals on great seats and the only rewards program in the game. It's no wonder they're the official ticketing partner of ESPN. So don't wait. Head to vividseats.com or download the app and lock in those game days.
Need assistance with door and window projects? The Home Depot can help. From inspiration and materials to ordering and installation, our free Millwork virtual apron service can get you moving and doing. Plus, we speak Spanish too. Our associates can help you tackle complex jobs without you leaving the job site, saving you time and money. Call us at 1-833-HD-APRON or visit homedepot.com/MBA. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
When you see the land from a distance, you think, this should have a golf course on it. Then you get up close, and you're glad it does. Beautiful Davis County with wooded rolling hills, giving us two treasures, Utah Golf, Davis Park, and Valley View. A great place to learn or excel, available to all, matched by none. Go to davisparkutah.com or valleyviewutah.com and make your tee time today.
Celebrate Father's Day this year at Uinta Golf by Worldwide Golf. Help Dad dominate the tee with the Titleist GT medals and experience faster speeds with longer, straighter drives. A new class of drivers has emerged. Need ideas today? We have gift cards and our online gift guide at worldwidegolf.com. Trusted by golfers since 1971 and home to the legendary 90-day 100 guarantee. Uinta Golf by Worldwide Golf. Get there.
All the time, gaining weight, low drive. These aren't be low testosterone or other underlying issues. This June, for Men's Health Month, Revive Men's Health in Salt Lake City is offering a free comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. No guessing, just answers. Over 100,000 men have trusted Revive to get real results. More energy, better sleep, improved mood, and confidence that shows. If something feels off, don't wait. Take control and protect your long-term health by knowing your numbers. This offer ends June 30th. Schedule your free comprehensive wellness panel today. Call 801-263-7777. That's 801-263-7777. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. Feel better, live stronger. Start now.
Now at Verizon, big news for your peace of mind. For all our customers, existing and new, we're locking in low prices for 3 years guaranteed on My Plan and My Home. And everyone can save on a brand new phone on My Plan when you trade in any phone from one of our top brands. That's new phone peace of mind. Because at Verizon, whether you're already a customer or you're just joining us, we got you. Visit Verizon today. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
77 days to kick off for Utah football. Right here on your home of the Utes, ESPN 792.1 FM. Presented by CamClad. On Utah Golf Radio.
We are back, Utah Golf Radio, at the Glenmore Golf Club for the UGA Junior State Am. And we are joined now by Utah Golf Hall of Famer Guy Yoakum. We've got so much we want to talk about. What I think still is the greatest round of golf ever played. We're talking about Johnny Miller's 63 in the 1973 U.S. Open. Guy Yoakum, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Paul, Jan. Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you, Guy. I get very happy when I see you on the rundown.
No kidding, right?
Yes.
We are so glad.
You smile. It's a Saturday morning love-in.
I like that. Saturday morning love-in. That's what we're going to do with Guy from now on. It's going to be a love-in.
Okay.
Guy, you made a career out of chronicling the greatest events in the game. This round of Johnny Miller's in the 1973 U.S. Open, I think, is on the Mount Rushmore of that list. What's your take on it? Just start from 30,000 feet, big picture view at Oakmont.
Well, I would add to that and say that it's the biggest. There's never been anything like it. It's how it stood the test of time and kind of stands alone in its class of greatness of certainly of the U.S. Open round, certainly of the U.S. Open final round. You know, other guys have shot 62 in the U.S. Open. I believe Ricky Fowler did it.
Yeah.
Did it once. Yeah, Sandra Shoffley has done it. Tommy Fleetwood has shot 63 twice in the final round of the U.S. Opens. But Miller did it to win. And that's never happened, hadn't happened before or since. And it wasn't, to me, it wasn't just 63 in the final round to win. He was 6 shots back entering that final round at Oakmont. And he had like a Hall of Fame number of people ahead of him going into that round. It's almost unbelievable that he could win that thing. Arnold Palmer was ahead of him. Weisskopf, Nicholas, Player, Trevino, Bob Charles, Julius Boros, a 2-time U.S. Open champion. Ahead of him. And he lapped, you know, maybe the greatest round of ball in golf history, not just U.S. Open or major championship history, but in all of golf history. Over that, I think one thing that was the clubs he was hitting into those greens. I mean, Oakmont was 6,900 yards in 1973, par 71, but 60 really, really long back then. I think it's around 7,400 now, par 70, but 6,900 yards then was a beast. And don't forget, Oakmont was wet, kind of similar to this week, and I think what we'll see today and tomorrow. It was wet, which made the course, you know, play even longer and without old equipment. And what Miller did there, he just wore out his long irons in shooting that 60. There were 10 or 11 approaches, iron or more. But I mean, and hitting these long irons close. Yeah. It's just phenomenal. I think it's just the ultimate example of a guy being in a zone, and what made it special, and actually what made John was that he was unafraid to do that. Will choke. You just, when you go, they're afraid to go low. They're almost like afraid of success.
Yeah.
And they will, at some point they'll get in their own way. But that didn't happen with Johnny Miller. He just put the pedal down and kept it down the whole way. So it's quite a wonderful thing. And you know, you can watch that on that final round. It's great fun, and we're inspired by it every year.
One of the things that jumps out is his proximity to the hole numbers. And that's even before you factor in that he's hitting all these 4 irons and 3 irons into the green. For context, average proximity to the hole on the PGA Tour right now from 150 yards is 26 feet broadly. Miller's proximity that day was 12 feet average with long irons into those greens. Unbelievable.
That's right, on average. And another part of it, too, he never had.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Is really key at a place like Oakmont. What Miller was spectacular at, his whole whole career, most of his career. He won 25 times on the PGA Tour, along with those two majors. Was his astounding sort of his north-south distance, meaning he had a knack for hitting the ball pin high or a little less than that. You know, and that final round, I don't think there's a greater example control of a golf ball. I think one other thing is the reminiscences of other players that I encounter, talking to other great players and asking them about Johnny Miller. And it's incredible. Miller Barber played with John. He was paired with him in that him about that round. And, you know, Miller Barber, he just shook his head, just said, "My, like that in my whole life." How great he was. And Larry Nelson, who won the U.S. Open at Oakmont in 1983, he told me that when he came on tour and he saw Johnny Miller play, you know, for the first time, he said it was disheartening. He thought, if this is what it's like, I've got no chance. And because Miller was so good. And he said that to this day, he said he'd be as good. Prime Miller would be as good, maybe better than anybody playing today. You know, time doesn't change everything. And just being able to hit the ball that solid, right on the sweet spot, and have that kind of control. That challenge is eternal. And Miller aced the quiz. Larry Nelson just said that when he watched that ball flight, and he said just the way a golf ball is meant for a live, living thing. You know, everybody, Tom Weiskopf, just who wasn't always too quick to praise other
That's
people.
true. That's true.
He said Miller was good. He said everybody who watched him said he was great. And he said Miller knew he was great, you know, and Miller knew that they knew, and the police knew. Everybody knew how good he was, and it was a very, very, very special player and a special man.
Johnny Miller had a characteristic that I've always been so fascinated by that you alluded to very briefly earlier. I want to go back to, and that was his willingness and ability to make adjustments on the fly, to change his swing. Necessary. He would talk about how he had different swing. Well, this isn't working. I'll go to swing B, and those on the fly are hard to do, and a lot of people resist it, but Johnny didn't. And he made an adjustment going into this great round where he pulled his left foot back and flared his left foot open, and apparently it worked, right?
I'm going to try that.
Good, right? Always big on listening to Bill's small voice, and he says it's one that voice, and so it's true in all of life. By the way, follow your hunches, follow your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one thing to hear that voice, but it's another thing to obey it. It takes courage and a to trust that hunch and let it happen. And Miller had that sort of mental flexibility and openness, like within him, to just say, "What the heck, I'm going to do it," and then trust it and have faith that it would work, and it did for him. So that's a very, very, very unique quality. I think Jack Nicklaus had that too. He could adjust a little bit on the fly, but it's the mark of a great player. And it was the mark of Johnny Miller.
So interesting. What one thing do you think we need to remember about this iconic, historic round of golf to win the U.S. Open?
And it's one thing that keeps us fresh and that keeps us coming back, because players get better. Incredible things are possible in this game, and people like Tiger Woods, they remind you that anything is possible. John has never said that this 63 will last forever, this kind of feat. He said there are just barriers, though. And he said that, like again, we've seen 62s in a U.S. Open. What he thinks that the next barrier would be someone to shoot 59 in a major. And he doesn't doubt it. That it's possible that one day we will see it. Wow. Players getting bigger, stronger. There may be another unicorn out there that will emerge eventually. Somebody like Tiger Woods. Time tells us that probably will happen. So I think that's the takeaway: is the sense of awe and wonder and sort of this pregnant expectation of what might come yet. It's a mystery. And we all just line up, can't wait to see it.
So interesting. All right. It's such a pleasure always when we talk with you, and we're very thank you.
I'm great, guys, too. Nice to hear from you. Stay in touch.
We sure will. That is Utah Golf Hall of Famer Guy Yoakum. Reminiscences on Johnny Miller's. We are joined now by Darcy Olsen.
Can we just call her Superwoman?
Yeah, Superwoman.
Yeah, she's
so
super.
This round of golf is so iconic. Darcy, as I think about how young you are,
I was 81, born in 81.
I was in high school, and I was just enthralled by this thing unfold, just going, holy cow, what? But nonetheless, you grow up in Utah golf and grow up in a golf family. I'm curious where this legendary round of golf come for you, since it did predate you.
Well, growing up in Utah, obviously all of us looked up to and followed Larry. Anyone breaks out like that and how can you not be so pumped and so excited? And just finished our week-long camp this week with our advanced players, and we were talking about their personal bests and having breakout rounds and things like that. And we were talking about how we love to watch sports. Doesn't matter what sport it is, but to watch someone be able to pull something off in any sport, let alone golf, is remarkable. And it just gets me even more excited to compete myself, more excited to play golf, more like the possibilities, like, oh my gosh, well, I could pull that off one day. So it's pretty awesome. And it fuels the fire for golf and to find excellence and make yourself better.
I love that. With that, we're going to pause, take a break, come back. We'll talk more with Darcy on the other side. You are listening to Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network.
Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the 125th U.S. Open Golf Championship. Wherever your golf journey is headed, a PGA professional will help you get there. Find your PGA coach at pga.com/coach. Only 3 players under par at Oakmont. The cut settled at +7. Rory McIlroy made birdie at 18 yesterday to get in safely at +6. 21-year-old Justin Hastings, the only amateur to make the cut. The recent San Diego State grad earned his spot at Oakmont by winning the Latin American Amateur Championship. He makes 6. Major winners Brian Harmon, Patrick Reed, Matt got in on the number at +7. Among those going home, defending champion Bryson DeChambeau at +10 and Justin Thomas at +12. I'm Whit Watson, Westwood One Sports.
We are the PGA of America, and since 1916, our PGA of America golf professionals have loved and led this game. Our love for the game drives our coaches to help millions of golfers with their games, our operators to deliver incredible experiences, and our general managers to run any facility and business at the highest level. Our love for the game leads us to play at a high level, impact lives through PGA Reach, and develop your love for the game every day. The PGA of America, we love this game.
Craftsman Days are here at Lowe's with big savings on the tools you need.
Save $100 on the Craftsman V20 6-tool power tool combo kit, now at $199. No matter what the project is, Craftsman's high-quality, high-performance products empower you to build on. Stop by your nearest Lowe's store and check out the full line of Craftsman tools today. Valid through 6/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Come with me to Talon's Cove. You'll love this place. The host of several professional and amateur championships. It's a beautiful link-style course on the shores of Utah Lake. It's fun, fair, and challenging. It's also the perfect place for your event, banquet, or wedding, with all the facilities to make your day special and get that perfect picture. To learn more, call Corrine at 801-407-3030. That's 801-407-3030. Or go to talonscove.com.
Stem cell therapy. You've probably heard the term, but what can it do? The experts at Pure Life Medical in Cottonwood Heights in Utah for this cutting-edge therapy, from helping repair damage, painful inflammation. Pure Life Medical experts are relief for autoimmune diseases and neurological conditions. Stem therapy is a game changer. Call Pure Life Medical in Cottonwood Heights or Layton. Mention ESPN and get a free consultation.
Celebrate Father's Day this year at U. From Bushnell. Don't miss out on the Tour V6 ship. Now $70 off. And the Tour V6 now $50 off. Need ideas this Father's Day? We have gift cards and our online gift guide at worldwide.com. Trusted by golfers since 1971 and home to the legendary 90-day 100% satisfaction guarantee. You win to golf by World.
Next. What's next? I'm saying, what's next? What's next? What's next? I'm saying, what's next? Sir, when I ask what's next, it means I'm ready to move on to other things. So, what's next?
The Utah Golf Radio. I'll tell you what's coming up next in Utah Golf. It is what's happening now, and that is the UGA Utah Junior State Am. We are at Glenmore, and balls are in the air. Players are on the course. The girls went down early. The boys have been following them, and
I just saw Ben Dioff.
Yeah, we just saw Ben Wilson joined us earlier in the show. We are joined again by the head golf professional at Glenmore, Darcy Olson. Darcy, a couple things I want to talk to you about here as we put a wrap on the show. First of all, I love how this golf course, how you and your organization and your team bring this golf course to championship golf. Look, I hang out here. I know the tee sheet is full. You can sell these tee times all day, every day, but you choose to bring championships here. I admire that. I want to get your thoughts on why you do that.
You know what? I'm grateful. I am grateful that the tee sheet is full, the driving range is full, but also I believe every golf course should give back. And this is our future that we are looking at teeing off right now and out there playing. And that's what keeps it thriving. And I love it. I love to see the kids compete. I obviously am a big supporter of junior golf, but also fun for myself and our staff to be able to host something like this and be a part of something like this. And it's just more excitement and all the signs that are up and the tee markers and getting the greens, to where, a little faster, just all the fun, like extras that we do. It's fun. And then to watch the scores come in, it's exciting. It's exciting.
I can't
for
wait
us
to see what they're going to shoot.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's fun. I love stuff like this. We've always hosted the State Am qualifier. So to be able to now host this, my daughter played in the first one last year at Wasatch, and they did such a great job last year, and Wasatch was a great host. So we're happy to be the second, and we love it. We love having the juniors here, and I'll always support and host juniors where I can.
You are the best junior pro for juniors. Absolutely a model, a leader nationwide.
Oh yeah, not just here.
PGA of America has recognized your work with the juniors. I want to say twice, but is it 3 times that you've won that national award?
3 times.
3 times. Yeah. And an amazing record. I want to go back to a point you just glossed over. One of the up and coming horse beast players on the junior scene in Utah junior golf is Randley Olson, a freshman at Bingham High. and she calls you mom.
Yep.
She
sometimes calls you by your first name.
She was in the field. Tell us what's going on with Randley.
You know what? I'm so bummed. She got sick this week, and we were waiting till the last little bit last night, and she just was throwing up and not feeling good. So she is sitting this one out, and that is okay. So she's only 14, so she's got a lot of years left of this, and you got to listen to your body sometimes. And you know what? I'm just grateful. Like, she had a great high school season, and she got to play in it last year, played in the Women's Utah Open with me last year, and we're going to play this year at the country club. So she's got lots of years ahead. But you know what? I got out of her way as her mom. And
that's hard to do.
Yeah, it is.
Oh
it's really
gosh.
hard. I have to practice what I preach, and she play, and she wants to play golf now, and she had a great high school season, and she could now she like has the confidence like, hey, I am good. So she was rookie of the year at Bingham as a 9th grader and finished first team all region, 4th in region, and was second in 6A in a really
in
no kidding.
Moment. The 6A game is so deep.
Tough.
Yeah, and remember this name, folks. Randley Olson.
Yep.
Darcy Olson's daughter. She's going to make some noise.
It's fun stuff.
All right. Fantastic. Darcy, thank you. Thank you for joining us for a quick minute here. I know you're busy. You're running a tournament.
Of course.
But we appreciate you sitting down and always so grateful for what you are, what you do for the game in Utah, and for what you are or what Glenmore is and what Glenmore does for the game in Utah. You matter. Glenmore matters. And here we are at the Junior State Am at Glenmore. It all makes sense.
Thank you so much. And back at you guys.
All right.
Thank you so much, Darcy.
All right. We got to put a wrap on the show. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, for listening. We so appreciate it. And this is Paul Pugmire saying, don't jab it like Jan.
Jan Brownstein reminds you to chug it. Don't pug it. Oh man, I got it all backwards. I'm so excited. Chug it. Don't pug it.
That is good advice. And let's be clear. Hit it like Kelsey Chug.
Hit it like Kelsey Chug.
There we go. You are listening to Utah. Oh, and this is Paul Pugmire. Oh, what do I want to say? I want to say replace your ball mark, replace your divots.
And fix your
ball marks. Thank you for listening. This is Utah Golf Radio, powered by T-Box on the Rocky Mountain Golf Network.
The story isn't always about what was said.
You know him, you love him. Former Utah Ute, current member of the Philadelphia Eagles, Britton Covey.
Oftentimes,